Well, we all know that Twitter is my favorite sport, and I'm quite good at it. You know, they're like, you're fat, rich and fat, slut, whore, that's successful whore. Thank you very much. Like, call me what you will, but you won't call me broke. For all the hate I get online, you know, at its height, thousands of messages a day that were awful. Not one of those people has ever said anything to my face. When obviously the scandal broke and all these things happened, I was literally reduced to just porn star or a prostitute, which wasn't even accurate. And that I must have been doing this stuff and coming out because I was broke or desperate or washed up. I was already a dancer. I'd already been doing it for so long. You know, I was a writer, director, producer, performer. I did all these other things. There's just so much that people didn't know, but it was just reduced to just porn star. If I had to pick one thing to define myself, I think that I would pick writer, because that's where all of my other things stem from. I can't direct a movie if I don't have a script. I can't go on stage and tell, you know, jokes if I didn't write them. My gift is being able to tell a story that moves people emotionally. The biggest difference between sex in private and sex on camera is when you have sex on camera, it's about what looks good, and in private, it's about what feels good. And when I'm working, I'm worried about like sucking in and covering my fat roll and pointing my toes. At home, it's just like, turn off the lights, let's do this. With things like filters and TikTok and Instagram. We've gone down this path of unattainable standards, but I think it's coming back the other way. Like a lot of body positive in the last few years, and I'm happy to see that. I'm all for plastic surgery or maintenance. I'm also all for it if you don't want to. The same applies to people who, you know, color their hair or want to get tattoos or piercings. Like, at the end of the day, we're all gonna die alone. So do what you want. My boobs are older than some of the guys I've actually gone out with. I've had Thunder and Lightning since July of '99. They are legal to drink now if they choose. Like, every now and then, I wish I could wear a cute little button up top, and then I think about getting them reduced or taken out, and then I just think to myself, they're so loyal. They've earned their place. They could stay. I think the biggest mistake that men make with sex is that they tend to kind of forget that the amount of pressure or touch or what feels good today. Our bodies, as you know, change. I think men are creatures of habit, and when they figure out what works, I got a plan, I know what to do. Yeah, that was the plan yesterday, but today that doesn't work for me. And that's where they make the mistake that they really have to approach every time with their partner, whether it's a first date hookup or you're a wife of 30 years. Pretend like you've never met this woman and listen. That's my haunted doll, Susan.
Bye, Susan.
8 unfiltered celebs.
People just know me as the girl that Trump. I decided to do surreal life because I was D-list. Come on. I'm a porn star. Coming from working on porn sets, somehow on surreal life, I actually ended up to see more penis, but touch it less. I feel like I should send flowers to whoever's job it was at VH1 to Pixel, because that must have been a very big job. It's really funny when people are like, you're old. Thank you, Captain Obvious. You just have to tune them out. Anytime I get real sad, I just look at my members on OnlyFans or my websites or my bank account. I am unapologetic for telling the truth and being brutally honest.